guys, and welcome to Hated Love and Movie Reviews. I went out and I saw the movie Send Help. Have you ever imagined being stranded on a deserted island with a boss that you cannot stand? Well, you'll find out how that works today. Let's go. Hello guys, it's your boy Jeremiah The Revelous here. It's a new day, it's a new review. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy for movie reviews. And today I'm going to be reviewing Send Help. So Send Help is another movie directed by Sam Raimi, the same man that gives you Evil Dead, the Spider-Man trilogy, and all these other fun movies. Now it's a movie where you got this girl star, Rachel McAdams. She plays this character, Linda, where she's been working so hard to get that VP position, but the boss decides not to give it to her because of her appearance and that he doesn't really like her. Nobody likes her, but she does a great job, so they keep her and they use her for all their success. And then one day, they decided that she had to go to the meeting with her boss, so they take a flight out, and then all of a sudden the plane crashes and they end up on a deserted island where now the tables have turned and now she is the boss. So, I love Sam Raimi. Evil Dead is probably one of my favorite Sam Raimi movies, and Spider-Man 1 and 2. This movie is straight up, you could tell, is a Sam Raimi movie. You got your gore, you got your crazy scares and twisted stuff, and you also got your comedy in here as well. But not in a bad way. Everything is constructed very well, especially the comedy. The comedy is very natural. It's not goofy, stupid. It's very natural. It's something that, in an incident, you will laugh at this situation if you ever mention this or you were ever in this situation. And Rachel, she's tired. She got tired of all the crap. And now you got this boss that she cannot stand, but being a nice person that she is, or so you think she is, she wants to revive her boss. She wants to help her boss out, because maybe, just maybe, he would change his heart around and be nicer to her. And then it becomes a very crazy roller coaster ride after that. So, you got Linda. She's like a survivor, man. She always wanted to be on Survivor. She knows all these Survivor tactics and stuff like that. And she does a really good job, trying to survive and having her boss survive. But her boss, still being the dick he is, things like he needs to rush it, get them out of there, get them help. And she's like, no, I'm not going to do that crap. I'm the boss now. You are not in charge of me anymore. And it's like crazy bickering, crazy mess. I gotta give it to Rachel McAdams. She does a really good job, because when you first meet her, you feel so bad for her, and then but there are times where, you think maybe she's a little crazy, maybe, just maybe she's a little loony, but then you also understand that people have been doing this to her for how many years, and somebody's bound to snap, right? You know what I'm saying? And her survival techniques on the island, trying to bring food, shelter, and all this stuff, and then she has to deal with a difficult boss, it becomes crazy. And then she kind of becomes nutty a little bit. And then he starts to go a little crazy. But then there's a moment in the movie where you think they're actually getting along. They're actually helping each other out, and you think the boss, he is changing a little bit. And then other crazy things happens, and then you go into this whole War of the Roses type of thing, right? The violence gets a little bit cringy, saying the psychological horror elements are really good. And then you got a lot of these gory and nasty, gritty moments that only Sam Raimi does. He always wants to put up the creep factor, you know what I'm saying? And I think with Rachel McAdams and her boss, like their chemistry and the bickering is really good, and that what makes the film. And also, like, it kind of goes into a weird turn where there's that moments that you kind of like find out like she's a little nuts, you know, and but is it rightfully so? Because this dude's an asshole. But there's this like one moment that I literally cringed a lot. I was like, oh no, don't do it, don't. It was like, ooh, it was just too much for me, and I was like looking away, like nah. Like it was a lot of those moments, a lot of craziness, you know. But this movie's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? It ain't perfect. And it's little things I don't like, really, because in the beginning, CGI stuff that I really was drawing to me, which I wish they would have used practical for this. And there were times where I felt like this movie should have been a little bit shorter, to tell you the truth. If they would have cut like 20 minutes out of the movie, like make it a good hour and 35 minutes, I think this movie would have worked out even better. The ending itself was a little ended and abrupt, but overall, I think this movie was a fun roller coaster, stranded on the island, like trying to survive type of thing. Was fun because they had a lot of good twists, a lot of good moments. You know what I'm saying? Rachel McAdams once again does an amazing job, you know, in this movie. You sometimes root for her, you sometimes be scared of her, you know, you sometimes like, maybe she's the villain after all. You have those ping pong moments. But overall, I think this is a good time. I think you should check this out. This is probably a really good Sam Raimi movie. Like, you know, Sam Raimi, he does a great job, you know. So what did I rate this movie? Is it a love? Is it a hate? Or is something in between? Well, I'm going to give it on the real for real. That's right, I give it on the real for real. It was a fun, crazy, good time, you know. You had your crazy, like, twisted comedy, thriller, all this in one package. Once again, Rachel McAdams did an amazing job playing her role as Linda, and it was just a fun, kooky thriller that I was like very engaged. I had a great time. If it was cut a little bit shorter, take away some of the CGI stuff, make it the ending a little bit better, I think this movie would have been perfect. But either though, I had a good time. I think you should go out and check out this movie. This is a fun movie. Go out now. So like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought about Send Help. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or something in between? Let me know. And let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite, like, survivor type movies, like, you know, thrillers and all that stuff. List them on the comment section. Let me know. Also, make sure you subscribe to your boy. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers. Help a boy out. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of y'all. Check out all my videos because I try to do one every week. Step into the rabbit hole. I dare you. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.